Hello, everybody. Good evening. I have another food review for you, which is going to be interesting because I don't do food reviews too often, but I have them once in a while. And this one has a bit of a story behind it. I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite retailers online. They have a place in New York that you can actually go to get these things in person, but I have to order them, have them shipped to me. And they are Parker's. Parker's Great British Institution. Now, these folks specialize in various different recipes and imports from the United Kingdom. Um, they have meat pies, and they have tea, and they have sausages, and all kinds of other things that are made specifically based on UK recipes or imported directly from the UK. Um, I first found out about these guys in the span of time between 2020 and now. Okay. Um, which is the C19 years. I'm going to call it. I don't want YouTube to kick this video out for, I don't know, health misinformation or anything because of any trigger words I might use of that time frame. So hopefully you folks know what I'm talking about. But while I was shut in here in the house, um, we had to make new work arrangements and things because of the old work arrangements weren't existing anymore, as a lot of things happened. And we had an influx of funds that we hadn't had before. We were kind of living large, and we couldn't go anyplace. So we ordered most of the things. Um, and one of the places I discovered was Parker's Great British Institution. And I started ordering from them, and I really fell in love with it. It was great stuff. It was delicious. And towards the end of that time, over the last year or two, they had to shut down. They'd been trying to do a remodel at their existing location, and things just didn't work out. They lost a bunch of money and for that, and it just didn't work out for them. So they shut down. But not too long after, several months, almost a year later, they announced that they had made some arrangements. They had sold the bulk of the company to another owner, and they were reviving everything under their original supervision. And it took a while, but now they're back, and I love it. They have excellent food, so I'm going to be reviewing their food. This is the first time since they've reopened that I've gotten their food, and so I'm interested to see if it's the same level of quality as it was before. I have high hopes for it. So the first thing I'm going to review is one of their pies called the Dubliner. Okay, and this stuff is all shipped to your home with ice packs or dry ice or something in a little cooler, a styrofoam cooler, so that it gets to you fresh and ready to make. So the Dubliner is a steak pie with mushrooms. It's made with Guinness, and it has onion and various other ingredients. And it's supposed to be based on the kind of pies that are indicative of the cuisine of Dublin, Ireland. And you can see here, it comes in a little tin. Put that all in the oven, and you cook it right up. And they come with the cooking instructions and all that. I'm going to dig in here and take off the whole top layer. I took off the whole top layer. And here, you've got a view of the steak and everything in there. And I don't know if it looks great to you guys, but it looks fantastic to me. It's all hot still. It just came out of the oven like 15 minutes ago. Um, and I'm going to take this huge bit of crust. I'm just going to take a big bite of that. It's got a bit of meat on it and everything. Mm. flaky. It's savory. The beef is so tender in there. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. I'm going to do 2 videos. This one now, which has these pies. Probably a second video of the other pies that I got. Because I got a few different things. And they also got a bunch of their sausages. Their regional sausages. So I'm going to try that for you. But this is delicious. I'm going to take another bite of this filling. Take a look at that. Delicious. Super tender, very savory, a bit peppery. Get a little bit of the bottom crust there too. Now I put these in the oven from frozen at 400 degrees for 40 minutes. That's Fahrenheit. If you're watching from the United States, if you're watching from another country, you'd be using Celsius, and I don't know what the conversion is, but 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. It comes out great. The second pie I'm going to do is the steak and ale pie. And that has the beef steak in it. It does not have the mushrooms. It does not have the Guinness. So I'm wondering what kind of ale they used, because it doesn't say so. But we're going to dig into that as well. Make another big chunk here up on the top. And I'm going to show you that pie now that I've cut into it. Nice layers of beef in there and everything. Good amount there on the spoon. I'm going to take a good sized bite out of that. It is very similar to the first one, but it does taste a bit more traditional, like a traditional pot roast. Good flaky crust still. A little deeper of a flavor for the beef there. I don't know if that means they marinated it in the ale, or if they just mixed the ale in with the filling before they did the initial bake, because these are pre-baked, so really you're just reheating them. Super tender. Absolutely delicious. Not a huge difference between the Dubliner and the steak and ale pie, but both very good. And these pies were about $7 a piece. I think I can look up my order and tell you the exact prices of everything, so that so you guys know what you're getting into. Let's see. Details of the recent order. I got 2 of the Dubliners, so $15.98 for 2. 2 of the steak and ale pies, same price for 2. And then I got a couple of pasties. This is the big one. The pasties, everything comes wrapped in this paper. Real nice presentation. It's a Cornish pasty It has potatoes, beef, onions, pork, rutabagas, various seasonings, plus the crust. And you can see it's a big. It's got the crimp on it. It's meant to be eaten in hand rather than with the spoon and everything with a fork. So we're going to take a big bite out of this, actually. You can see in there the potatoes and the beef and everything. It's very hearty. Very, very hearty. This is a good, this is almost something that I would eat for breakfast. Like, instead of like here in America, we've got the Hot Pockets and the various things, breakfast burritos and whatnot, but I would eat one of these. And they're very filling. One of these actually might make it difficult for me to finish the pies. It's very good. The potatoes taste super fresh. Very potatoey. The beef is minced nice and fine. The crust is excellent. It's fluffy and chewy and crispy. It's fantastic. I made a mess on myself, you can tell. Crumbs and things. Very, very good stuff. This is just as good as I remember it being a year or so ago. And I'm very glad to have them back. I also got from them the pack of sausages, which was a pack of 4 different types of sausage, and there's about 5 sausages in each part of that. And that came down to $45 total for that little bundle of about, let's see, 10, 15, 20. So 20 sausages for $45. And they're 4 different kinds, 4 different regional types of sausage from across the UK. So they all have their different spices and things. And I also got a pair of their classic 7-ounce pork pies, which are these little pies. I'm going to review those probably in the next video. But if it's anything like this, I'm going to be really pleased, because this is fantastic. I'm glad to have these guys back. Super, super glad. And you can go to, what's the website here? You can go to parkersgb.com if you want to order. They don't have a lot there yet. They've got a lot of things, but they don't have as much as they used to, because they're still building. No, pardon me. They're still building up their stock and inventory. But over time, you'll get all kinds of things. You'll get specialty drinks. You get tea. You'll be able to get candies, snacks. The various sausage. You can get British bacon, which is different than the bacon we have here. Kind of like how Canadian bacon is different. And they have other pies to choose from too. They have chicken pies, and I don't usually get the chicken pies. They're chicken and mushroom, because they have a cream-based filling that's made with milk that I can't eat. So as far as I'm aware, it's not something I'm going to get in the near future. Unfortunately, they look delicious. Everything they make looks delicious. But yeah, that is Parker's Great British Institution. And I'm going to let you guys go so that I can devour this, because this is going to make my night. Okay. So stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you.